Welcome back to the channel. Today's a little double feature in my garage. First thing I did today was replace the serpentine belt on my 2005 Lexus LS430. See another video for that process. While working through this and doing some other maintenance, I've noticed that my hood struts have failed, hence why I have this piece of wood assisting in holding my hood up. I was out here working a couple weeks ago and had the hood come down on my head. It felt amazing, but no concussion, no permanent damage. Here we are fixing things up. What I ended up going with is the Stableless Lift-O-Mat. I've seen some people say, just get the OEM hood struts. These are about $120 each. I purchased these off Rock Auto and they were actually on closeout. I got them for 20 bucks each. Since they were closeout, they only come with a 30-day warranty, but if they work anything better than what's on the car currently, we're gonna be in luck. The only tool you really need to remove the factory hood struts is a 12mm wrench. The old struts, the ball is captive to the post here. You're going to remove that whole assembly, and then down inside there's another 12mm that we have to remove. The new Stableless hood struts actually come with new ball mounting hardware that you can pop the strut on and off of without removing the post. In order to do that, all you need to do is slide a flat blade screwdriver underneath that tab, and it releases these jaws which let it slide on and off. So I'm going to get the camera mounted up here. We're going to try to get this on camera. After we're done with the hood, I'm going to be replacing the trunk struts as well. These were also on closeout. I think I got these for $15 a piece, but everything on my car is original. I will link part numbers below. I'm going to try to do this at an angle where you can actually see what I'm doing here. You have to turn the strut to the side to actually get the wrench in appropriately, because it kind of grabs the body. Actually wish I had a lower profile wrench, but this is all I have available right now. Before I totally drop that off, I'm going to loosen up the bottom. Same situation, the wrench is just a little too big to get in there. Let me see if I have a narrower adjustable wrench. Yeah, I can get on it a little bit. The actual new ones are going to be a lot easier because you don't have to worry about the strut body being in the way while you're screwing in these posts. This is just a bad design if you ask me. So there's the old one out. Just comparing the new one next to it. Identical length. Comes with new washers. The washers on these are actually captive, so they're not coming off. We'll make sure these are not the same. Yeah, they're identical. My fingers just aren't working. Well, this isn't going to work. This is going to be a failed video. Those posts are a different diameter. These said they were made to fit this vehicle, but clearly not. Let me just double check one thing. Well, I was trying to make this an informative video on how to exchange your hood shocks, which it still will be, but these do not have the right size hardware for this car. So I'm gonna reach back out to Rock Auto. That's where I purchased them from. And unfortunately, while not great, this is better than nothing. So I'm gonna go ahead and reinstall the factory support for now. These captive mounts are very inconvenient. I mean, they still got some charge in them, but they're not holding my hood up. All right, that's good enough for now. I'm gonna just double check the other one here to make sure that it's the same. And if it is, we're gonna be sending these back and trying to seek the appropriate replacements. All right, we're on to the rear. Made a trip to Sam's Club today, stocked up on some salt for my water softener. I'm gonna leave it in the back of the car since we're expecting a blizzard. Figured the extra weight can help traction. The rears should be much easier than the fronts. All you have to do is pop loose the tab on the captive ball. Let me show you on the new model. Just that little captive ball that you have to pop that loose with a flat blade screwdriver. Let me mount this up to the tripod and we'll get to work. So just pop the tab loose. Same on the bottom. You should just pop out then as it re-engages, of course. And this thing has a heavy trunk. It's going to keep an arm into it. And that's all that's to removing it. Of course, I got some debris in here. We're going to quickly just get out of the way. Here we are comparing the new to the old one. The old one is a KYB. The front's had Takikos on it. And again, I'm going with the Stabilist Lift-O-Matic. pops right in place. Actually, I should have done the bottom one first just because of the angle, so let me pop this loose. But this is how we learn. Pretty simple. I just wanted to give a little update. I was able to get this installed. I just had to put the top on, and then I was able to leverage the bottom one in. These actually make a huge difference. I actually need to give effort to close the trunk. Before, if I got it to here, it would just slam shut. So now it comes down and you legitimately have to make effort to close it, which is so much better because I've had it close on my head a bunch. And then opening it would be a lot easier if I had the keys. And before bringing it up, I would have to put it all the way up for it to go open. I mean, it's still, you got to get it up, haha, but it actually stays open. So no more shutting on my head. I'm still going to reach out to see about these front struts and see if we can get a replacement for them, or if I can find anything else about people having issues with that model. But again, thanks for watching the video. Hope this was helpful. Please consider liking, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe if you like the content. Thanks. Bye.